It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1714, recorded Thursday, February 14th, 2019. You're in trouble now! On this episode of Giz Wiz, we have our final two gadgets from CES, some new software from Logitech, a viewer video from you guys, and another crappy corner from the garage. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, your Grand Admiral of Gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir, and you? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day.
Yes. Are you doing anything special?
No, not really. No, I gave my cats some, delicious food. They're my Valentine. I sent my mom some flowers. No, not really.
Okay.
What
no
about
Valentine's Day stream. Today, since we're doing the show tonight, Dennis and I took Dennis to our favorite French restaurant, La Boîte en Bois.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. And we never go there for dinner because they have all weird stuff, I don't know. Veal brains on octopus,
Frog
But during the day, they have Monte Cristo and chicken marsala and stuff like that. But today at the table, I sent you a photo. Mm-hmm. Dennis said, wait a minute. Did you take me here so I could guess what the heck is it? He thought that vase of flowers was the what the heck is it gadget for this month. But it is not.
No.
But there is our dessert on the table.
Amazing.
The sorbet. Oh, just knockout amazing sorbet.
Oh my gosh. Jealous. Yeah. Jealous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's big news in the city. I don't know if you heard.
Yes.
Amazon.
They're out of here.
They're out of here. Well, people are freaking out. You know who's really going to be sad about this? The real estate in Long Island City was rising like crazy. I'm sure investors were buying anything that had a door. Oh, yeah.
Now would be the time to get in because I wonder if it's just a strategy. Part of me wonders if they say, no, we're out. And then they can negotiate some more. Okay, we're back in. No, we're out.
I don't know.
I have no idea, obviously. No. If I did, I'd be investing.
Nicholas, New Yorkers don't much care, except the press was in Long Island City. And all the commercial venues like restaurants and bike rental, anything that had a product are heartbroken.
Oh, yeah.
And the people who live there are thrilled because they would have had another 25,000 people trying to get on the same bus and train that they have to take every day. So I think it is dead. I mean, the governor is, who knows?
Upset. Yeah, exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly. I do need to follow it a little. I just saw the headlines. I haven't really read any articles about it yet. But yeah, that is a hard, there are so many different angles to this story. If you're an investor, jump in, housing markets are going to go crazy. I could see a homeowner being happy and sad, if you own the land, wow, the value will go up. But then, all the other stuff associated with the taxes and new people. There's just so many angles.
So many things. Yeah.
So many things.
I had to go to a press event in Long Island City in November, and there were many blocks of just empty blocks where they had torn down old buildings. So I kept thinking, boy, someone should do something with all this property. I have no idea if that's exactly where Amazon was going, but from a standpoint of boosting what Long Island City might be, I guess it would have been a good thing. But I've learned not to take sides, especially these days when
Because there's pluses and minuses to any
to
story.
everything.
Everything.
Exactly.
I could say, wow, that's thousands of jobs. I could also say, wow, that's a lot of gentrification. You could look at it from any angle. So yeah.
Well, there's no
big
two ways
news.
about this show.
No. We only cover happy things here on the Giz Wiz.
Yes, exactly.
Good old gadgets. We don't pick a side. Unless the gadget is crummy, then we do pick a side.
Yeah, we do pick
it's the only time.
We pick your side to warn you not to buy it. All right, well, first of all, you have to buy our first gadget. It's free, and it does something that a lot of people want. So this is it.
I've wanted for years to be able to use 2 cameras on Skype. And just Googling it for years, lots of people wanted that. Seems easy. And to someone like Chad, Chad took a box of toothpicks and some glue and made like a $3,000 TriCaster. Well, not exactly. He took like a $60 box with buttons and made it into a whole control room. I downloaded XSplit. I bought a 2-year license. I could not figure it out. So when Logitech announced the first software, probably since Logitech started, I was very interested
New software.
in it. I thought I would show you how it works. Okay, it's called Logitech Capture. It's free. So you just go to Logitech and you download it for Windows, a separate version for Windows 10.
And only Windows.
So I'll show you what it looks. This is what Capture looks like. Okay. So Capture gives you the ability to have 2 sources. Down here, number 2 is my Logitech camera. And source 1 is another Logitech camera up here. And it only works with the 920, the 922, and the new 4K. I think it's called the Brio. And it only lets you do 4 things, okay? It lets you do a close-up camera. It lets you do, well, actually, this is my camera. A second camera, whatever you want it to be. I'm using it as a close-up camera. You can also have you and the close-up camera, you or whatever your other source is, and you can flip those images. You can do one other thing here. You can make these... That's as large as it can go. And then that's, oh, wow. This is interesting. You can make it really small. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to set this up and start the Capture software before you start Skype. Otherwise, Skype can't find it. Just for a second, I'm going to go over here. This is another computer and a different Skype account. And I'm just going to call the computer here. All right. And I'm going to answer with video. And now I'm going to bring this up. Now, as I bring it up here on this screen, you at home can't see it. So you would be seeing, this is what Chad would be seeing, and Chad would be broadcasting to you. And I can say, hey, Chad, yeah, today we're going to talk about the new Thermo Pro weather indicator here. And it has this and this, so I can do my close-up. And if I want, I can, I'm going to just shut the mic on this one because I can hear a little echo. Go back here, and let's just shut the mic off. Okay. So I can go back here, talk about this, and you guys can see that clearly at home. And then again, I can do this and talk about it. And I say,
that is so
like this,
cool.
And this is the comfort, yada, yada. You can see the 2 of us. I can flip it around so that you see me big, and I can be referring to this. And so it's pretty neat. A couple of other things you can do here is, all right, so we're on, let me go back to my webcam. Then you can go up here and you can click on what the webcam, what the resolution is. Right now it's working fine. I found that when you had both cameras on 720p, sometimes Capture would just close. It would, for a minute, it would just say, your computer cannot handle these 2 cameras, and it'll just close. Right now, it's working fine. And also, from this camera, to that camera. Actually, tonight it's not bad, but it loses a little bit of quality, resolution. And so you can set the frame rate, and you can set the whatever the resolution you want all the way down to. You can set it down to 360 by 360 if you want. So that's pretty much it. I love the fact that it's free.
Oh, there we go. I love it.
That's it. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. That is some slick software. In fact, I'm wondering, so what I use to switch the show is a program called OBS. It stands for Open Broadcast Software.
Yes.
And recently there was a new version. It's not a new version. It's there's a company called Streamlabs that does overlays and stuff like that. They basically took the open source software, reskinned it, added a few extra features, and they've come out with their own Streamlabs OBS. This Logitech software almost looks like a reskinned, slimmed down version of OBS. It may be the same technology because it's all open source and they can just do that.
Oh, okay.
There's a chance. Now, it could also be Logitech came up with their own program. Either way, that is a very powerful tool. Very cool. And you were demonstrating it earlier. It's working live right now. So if you wanted
It is. I thought, I'm just going to chance. Both cameras are set up to 7P. I have the close-up camera for later on.
And for the viewers at home, this little overlay here, that's Skype's fault. Skype adds an overlay that I can't get rid of now when we're trying to find a new video call program.
Yeah.
So
ignore
that.
And if you're using this, there's a sort of a I can see no way around it. I have a large Logi screen in the corner of my monitor that blocks like 20% of my monitor. Mm-hmm. And it seems I have to keep that open. It's the only way I can get to those two controls, the four controls rather, to switch cameras and inserts. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but you don't see it at home. And that's why earlier I showed you the two different screens. No, for me, this is great. And you sent me the extra 922 you have. And I asked if they were similar. Well, you know how similar they are? They are so similar to the 920 that the Logitech software doesn't know the difference. Because I plugged in mine and I said, okay, I'll know that mine is the 920.
Yeah.
And then and then it said 922 plugged in. And I go, wait a minute, that's the 920. I said, well, now I'll plug. I said, maybe I got it mixed up with Chad's camera. So I plugged in your camera and it says, 922 plugged in. So it doesn't even recognize that it's a 920, but it works perfectly with it.
Pretty similar. Yep. Yeah. Dang it. Oh my gosh, Logitech. Logitech is one of those companies that's like, they work. Everything seems okay. They make pretty good hardware. But there's just other things. Logitech drivers have driven me insane forever.
Forever. That's what I was saying. It seems like the first new software since I ever remember installing software. And they say, well, if it doesn't work on Skype, it's Skype's fault. If it doesn't work here, it's their fault. Anyway.
Yeah.
So in my mind, this is finally.
Yeah.
Owning Skype, Logitech cameras, the later ones, only the 920, 922, and it's called the Brio, right?
Yeah, the Brio. Yeah, I think they have this is another weird thing that they've done with it, is they launched with the name Brio, and then I think that they renamed it the Streamer Pro, like something.
You know what? I think there's a line of toys called Brio. Maybe they got some slack.
Yeah, see, if I just Google Logitech Brio, the Logitech 4K Pro webcam comes up. So I think they may have had a name change. But then once here on Amazon, it's called the Brio. So who knows? But anyway, it is the 4K. It looks like this. It's the only model that looks like this, that has the this sort of all aluminum shell and stuff like that, and also use USB-C on the back. That's how you know it's the Brio or the 4K camera that they have.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're almost $200.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yep. That's yeah. There's a reason I didn't send you that one in the mail.
Yeah, the 922s at BH Photo are, I think, $55.
Yeah, and you can find deals on them. They go on sale too. And also, if you find used 920s, those are perfectly fine.
Yeah, one of these is a 920. The one, my main camera. Actually, I literally did get the one you sent me and mine mixed up. So I don't know which one it is because outwardly they are all the printing, everything's identical.
Yeah, I think maybe the LED lights when they turn on are different. I think maybe one does, I think, around the edges. One might be a circle. Where the logo, the Logitech logo might be slightly different.
No, they both
are. So basically, they're the same webcam. Basically.
They're the same webcam.
That's great that software is working for you and it was easy enough to figure out quickly.
Yeah. No, it's great. And fortunately, so far, both cameras are at 720 and hopefully they'll stay on for the whole show.
Perfect.
Okay, so now you and I are going to go back to CES. I had one video left. You had one video left. So let's start with your video.
Yeah, so this was something, HP has a brand of gaming accessories and computers called Omen. And their big thing that they were showing off was this gigantic, what looked like a TV, but it wasn't a TV, it was a monitor. So we asked them about it. And so here is checking out the Omen monitor. Hey guys, it's Chad. We're at Showstoppers 2019. I'm here with Mike, and we are checking out the Omen X Imperium, which is this incredibly huge, gigantic 65-inch monitor, not a TV, a monitor. And so what makes this so special compared to just a normal television?
It's designed for gamers, so it's got NVIDIA G-Sync built in. Instead of having just HDMI, it has display ports. You're going to get the very best in the games. It's got HDR built in. It's 4K, 120 hertz refresh rate. You're seeing this game here, Battlefield 5, really taking advantage of a super high frame rate with 4K, but there's more to it as well. It has NVIDIA Shield built in as well. So you can flip modes, use it to watch Hulu, use it to watch Netflix. So it's your TV, and it's the ultimate gaming experience.
And the NVIDIA Shield uses the Google Play Store, so I believe. So almost any app that's on the Google Play Store, Plex, all those things, you can play. And that is awesome. So
the other thing that's cool is it has an integrated sound bar. And you'll notice it's super loud. You can hear it in the background, but it's not vibrating the screen because we've designed it to have that isolation despite the fact it's got super loud, super low end. And one of the things I'm also pretty psyched about is we have a system where it has hand detection in the back will automatically light up the ports. So rather than having to whip out your phone to turn on the flashlight to figure out where HDMI 4 is, you just put your hand back there, it lights up, and the jacks and the labels are there, easy to read.
That's really, really cool. Okay, so in the review, 65-inch, 4K, G-Sync, 120 hertz monitor, and it is specifically a monitor because it does not have the cable tuner in it, right?
Exactly, but if you want to watch TV, you're probably watching Netflix and Hulu. The other thing I should say, it's available now for pre-order on Amazon.com for $49.99. So
$49.99.
It's an amazing device.
Perfect, awesome. Thank you so much. This has been Chad at Showstoppers 2019. So $5,000.
$5,000. I guess $3,000.
$5,000. It is pretty expensive, and so it's kind of one of only the best. That is now the biggest thing about this is that G-Sync. G-Sync is a technology that will speak directly to your graphics card. It will not push a frame until it's ready, so you won't get any of that V-Sync tearing issues or anything like that. It's a much more dedicated sort of frame processing ability for a monitor. And that is something you would basically never see on that size of a television. Or, I mean, it's just not built into televisions at all. So that's why you would want that instead of just a 65-inch TV. The NVIDIA Shield aspect of it is another thing that shouldn't be forgotten, because with NVIDIA Shield, that brings in tons of different stuff. NVIDIA Shield also has a way that you can stream games from your gaming computer to the Shield. So if you have a really nice gaming computer in the bedroom, a few doors down, it can stream the game that you have saved over there to the monitor, and your controls will just go in between. And basically, you're playing the game on the computer, and then it's displaying it wirelessly on the monitor. So that's kind of cool as well. Is that if you just want a couch experience, you can use NVIDIA Shield that way to do.
So is it hardwired and wireless?
You can use wireless. Most likely, what you'd want is a hardwired Ethernet connection, but you can do wireless as well. So yeah. So anyway, it's kind of cool.
Pretty neat.
But expensive. Very expensive. Anything in the Omen line has been kind of expensive so far. So there you go.
Okay, so my final video is from a company. You can do some health, not health strips, but find out something about your health by testing your urine. Well, here's a company that has added a tech digital way to enhance that and learn about what's going on in your body. And here's a 2-minute video from them, and then I'll ask Chad to show a 1-minute video from the company.
This is on your demo desk. So what is this exactly?
So this is a urine dipstick test. So these are mailers. They arrive in the post, and they come with 3 strips. And what you would do is you would dip this into a urine sample, and using our proprietary app and the algorithms within it, it can take a reading of the test and give you a more accurate and precise response that you'd be able to get by visiting a doctor.
Okay, and what are we testing for?
So this one here is for glucose. So it's a diabetes pre-screen. We've got another product coming out for UTIs, urinary tract infections, and we've got a pregnancy test that's launching in the US in July.
And what are these retail for?
They're going to be retailing for $3.99, and that includes 3 tests. And we get asked a lot, why are we putting 3 tests in these kits? The first thing someone does after testing positive on pregnancy is take another test. So we're giving people 3 shots. You'll get the same response every time, but it's providing that extra.
Very positive thing, yeah. And where are you from? Because when you said you put it in the post, it made me think. I know. So are you from London?
We are. So we're based in London. We're over in the States a week, a month or so. So we're here all the time. But yeah, we're from the UK.
Have you launched it already in the UK?
It's been operating in a hospital in the UK for a while now, but it's being offered to consumers from April in the UK, and for consumers here, it'll be around July time.
About July time. And do you have a website up and running?
We do, yeah, testcard.com. You can learn about everything. You can see our pitch deck and all of the products that are coming out in the market. We've got a drug screen that's out next month, incidentally, which doesn't have any regulatory requirements. So if anyone wants one of those, they're very welcome to go and find it.
Very interesting. I like that angle.
Also, the price. He's talking about $3.99.
Yeah.
And they have a little 1-minute video that I thought was interesting about why these strips could make a difference to people.
There we go.
Doctor visits. No one wants them. We often avoid them to the detriment of our health. Finding out whether or not something is wrong is always best done sooner rather than later. But the process of arranging a doctor visit to take a test, waiting for the appointment, seeing the doctor, and waiting for the test results is archaic and inefficient, and ultimately restricts the adoption of early intervention and preventative care. TestCard is now bringing to market a new way of taking tests, a new standard in healthcare. The same test carried out by a doctor can now happen in the comfort and privacy of home. Simply order a test card. It will arrive the next day. The postcard kit is easy to use. Simply pull back the test strip, dip in urine, and let our free mobile app do the rest. The app turns the mobile phone's camera into a clinical-grade scanner, reading the test accurately and immediately, communicating the result to the user in a clear and precise manner. Imagine that, a healthcare solution that lets you know immediately what's wrong. Early diagnosis leads to earlier intervention, which ultimately leads to improved patient healthcare outcomes. TestCard, the future of diagnostics.
Yeah, I think it's a clever idea for $4 to try and get an. Oh, Chad, if I only had a close-up camera, I could show you a test card.
Now there it is. Look at that. I wonder how accurate. Like, I wonder how. I've seen some janky phones out there, so I'm wondering, like.
Oh, that's very interesting because it says medical hospital quality analysis. But you're right. A lot of it will probably depend on how good your phone can interpret what it's seeing, right?
See, I originally thought you'd be like mailing biohazardous material.
No, that's the great thing.
Yeah.
You peel this back. Don't open yet.
Yeah.
And then you dip it. I guess they'll tell you how long to do that. And then the phone camera will take it in, add it into the app, and you can. If only there was a way that I could see me end that.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we may need to change the logo location.
Oh,
there you go. The Giz Wiz logo is right over.
Okay.
Camera.
Oh, no, that's all right. I mean, if we do close-ups, we'll know ahead of time. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's a great idea. I thought the guy was really going to say like $20.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I think if this gets popular, I'm sure a lot of medical companies here are going to put up a thing. It's not accurate. They should be forbidden to sell it.
Oh yeah.
We can do our own, and it will just be $49.
Oh yeah. I 100% agree. Is I could definitely see the backlash on something like this. But also. Basically, there are certain things. There's very specific ailments where I feel like this would work. If it's something like
sugar, right?
Yeah, cancer screening. I don't know if I'd.
Oh no, not at all.
Exactly. It's like, well, okay, that is a good. I mean, maybe it's a great first step. Just like they were saying. I mean, I guess they've figured it out all. It's a great first step. If I do it at home and it says, nah, you're fine. When it says, you gotta go to the doctor. It's like, okay, well, there we go. I like it. I really, really like it. This is very disruptive, very cool. I could really see it succeeding big time. Big time. Very cool. Test card.
Oh.
And it's card.com. Is that really their?
Testcard.com.
Oh, testcard.com. I was like, card.com is the best domain I've ever seen.
I think Hallmark probably wanted that.
It's actually, I just went to it. It's a credit card company.
Is it a credit card company?
Yeah, they sell, here's the bonus gadget for today. They sell branded credit cards. So if you want...
you went to card.com.
Card.com,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There you go. If you want a card from card.com, use our affiliate code.
Wow. But if you want more info on this, go to
testcard.com. With that, let's jump into...
Chad's.
But you might want it at Chad's. Crappy corner. Get it.
Okay, so today we're taking a look still at garage gadgets, and I have a whole bunch of kind of the same type of gadget. I've seen these before. This isn't the first time I've seen them, so they're not novel to me, but I assume that some of you guys out there may not have seen something like this. It's called the cuff, the cable cuff, and this is specifically the Mega Cuff, and then this is the Cable Cuff Pro. The Home Depot that I was at kind of had these all in the same area, so I wonder if these are different companies or different brandings of the same thing. They do look slightly different, but also very, very similar. The idea is that you would use this as a cable cuff. I mean, you would lock up your cables with this, and it's a good way to organize big cables, small cables, all cables in between. You'd use something like this instead of something like Velcro for a few different reasons. One, this is a little bit more weather resistant. It's a little bit more durable. And also sometimes Velcro can get annoying with where it gets stuck to stuff that it's not supposed to. And I do have two types. So I have the Mega Cuff and then Cable Cuff Pro. So I'm actually kind of doing a review of both of these. There is a few noticeable differences between the two. The Cable Cuff Pro has a push button on the top to release, where the Mega Cuff sort of has this knob that you have to pull back and then it will release. The Cable Cuff Pro has this little added hanger right here. So you could add this to a nail or something to keep
like
all
that.
of your... Yeah, and I actually really like that, to be honest. That's actually a really nice feature. It has that on both the sort of large and small version, and they even make an itty-bitty, tiny little cable cuff, just like that. It does not have that same ring to put it on a nail, but I could see you using this for like a USB cable or something like that. So in order to test it, hey Waffles, you're gonna test the cable cuff with us? I have a few things that you might cuff up. And for something like this extension cord, which is kind of the biggest thing I have here with me, this is almost overdoing it. This massive cable cuff, the mega cuff. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything with that, but you can kind of see the largest diameter you could get with that. So you use it for like maybe a 200-foot cable or something like that. So it actually seems like
a garden hose, right?
Yeah, a garden hose, something like that. So it seems like this cuff is actually the best for this situation. And sure enough, it works. I mean, I didn't expect it not to work, but there you go. I could see this keeping things together. It resists moisture. A few reasons why you'd want to use that. It's also a little bit more reusable, in my opinion, because of just Velcro just kind of gets dirty and gross.
Chad, why do you think the cable guy things have all those holes?
I have no idea. I was just thinking about that. Like, why?
Yeah, I thought originally that was way to put them on the nail, but then you showed me the hanger.
I think it's just to save plastic or something. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Here we go. Let's throw together another one. I'm going to use this itty bitty one this time. I might not be able to handle. Oh, there you go. It does. Look at that. Super adorable, super cute. Pretty good. The other thing that is good about this is the price. So I have the receipt right here. This large mega cuff, oops, sorry, Waffles, dropped it on you. This one was the most expensive, coming in at $4, $3.98. Next, the next step up, this guy only cost me $1.50. So this is $1.50, and so I could really see at that price buying a whole bunch of these to keep your garage organized. Next, the medium size in this brand, Cable Cuff Pro. This one is only $1.17, so just basically $1. And then the ittiest bittiest one, this one comes in at 98 cents, so just $1.
Wow.
So $1, $1.20-ish, and $1.50-ish. They're all kind of in that range.
What's the company that makes the great big one?
That was Mega Cuff.
Oh, Mega
Cuff. Oh, cableclamp.com. They have I just noticed that embedded in the plastic, it says cableclamp.com.
Oh, okay.
And this one doesn't have that same branding. I do think that they are two different companies.
I think so too.
That makes this. If you were trying to figure out which one to get, I would suggest the Cable Cuff Pro because of the extra little D-ring on the top. And then also it has a little carabiner area on the back. And I like that you can push down the button on the top instead of pull the tab. This is a much easier situation than this to pull back and open it. So anyway, those are all my my gadgets. Inexpensive, pretty small, and I could see this being a necessity if you are someone who wants to keep all your cables organized, but want to stay away from something like Velcro that may get gross and dirty over time. So there you go, the cable cuffs. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
Our gadget video is from our frequent contributor, Mo. And he starts out with a little, what the heck is it? I could not guess. Oh. I know now. But let's watch Mo's video, and maybe you could stop it for a second and take a guess at what he's holding.
Hey guys, I have another gadget to show you.
Well,
can you guess what this is? I covered it because it magnetic. Says what this is.
Is this some type of wall hanging device?
And I don't want to turn it around because then you'll guess what this is.
I have no idea. Circles. A grip? Like
I have them out of the package. Can you guess what they are now?
I did not guess.
I have no idea. It's a good one. A weird domino. Whoa, they are magnetic.
It's pretty strong.
I have no idea.
I'm going to give you a hint, and you're going to guess it. I know it. Do you know one of these? I saw this.
Oh, yeah, I have those on my speakers.
Show. I thought they were great, so I purchased probably about 3 or 4 pairs. So these are the extra ones I have on the side. I like them. The idea is great. And when you first put them on, they work very well. The problem is I guess, it's New York weather. And the change of weather, because these are made of rubber, the change of weather starts to corrode them. They start to become brittle, and they just break apart. They literally just break off. They usually break at the ends because that's where it's being pulled the most. But sometimes it's just broken down the middle, because of I think it's the temperature change. So I had to look for something new because I love this idea. It's easy to slip sneakers on and off, which is what I put them on mostly. And I'm going to try these out. So let me put them on my shoe or shoes and see how they work. So as you can see, I was pretty dedicated to the rubber shoelaces. I bought a bunch of them, all different kinds. But this is what happens. So after a while, they just give way.
Oh, cow.
They just break right off at the ends, and I have to put another one in. So I'm going to keep those like that. But anyway, I took another pair of shoes that I had, and I tried the magnets, and it's pretty cool. You put your shoe on, you just...
That's a heck of a lacing job, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a little more dedicated.
You put your shoe on, and voila. That's it. The magnetic shoelace. It's actually called, this is the name, the magnetic shoelaces. Made by, I have no idea.
China?
And this is the information in the back. The instructions that comes with.
Oh, how to lace them.
Thank you for the show. Bye.
Thanks, Mo.
Mo, you'll get the next issue of Mad Magazine and your 80th Alfred E. Newman picture. Oh, go to the Amazon pages there.
Right now it's just dogs. I keep trying to go to this, and I'm getting new dogs every time.
Let's see. Type in magnetic shoelaces.
Yeah, let me
see
do that.
I think he paid. They were cheap. I think he said they were $6, $5.99.
I wonder what you do with the extra little. Oh, there's some. There's
I don't know.
I guess you just tie it off maybe. But yeah, here's a whole.
Yeah, they
bunch. And they're more in the $8-9 range.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You get some
never tie laces again.
Size. Adult. $21.
What?
I'm sure that if you choose different.
Do they have that thing that it says similar items? A little down. No. Okay.
Down
no.
Here. Customers who bought this also bought. No. Zubits.
Zubits.
This looks like a rebrander. This is what we call white labeling.
This is definitely a rebrander. Absolutely.
Okay. Interesting.
All right,
I mean, I like it. I could also see this for someone who has a real hard time tying shoes.
Absolutely. Maybe for kids, I guess.
Kids.
Do they make kids?
Yeah. So they have youth/adult, but then they also have kid. Which I wonder what the difference is.
Oh,
Those
okay.
Are $8.
Well, the difference is about $16.
Yeah, exactly. I might, if I was a betting man, I think I would get the kid. Oh, those are $20. Just jump around, just find some of them. Apparently, the brown kid version is $8. I like it. That's a cool little gadget. That's nice. How does Mo find this stuff?
I don't know. Mo buys probably more stuff than we do.
Yeah.
I think he sends me stuff 3 times a week.
He's our investigative reporter. Yeah.
So if you will have a video for us, like Mo does, it's about anything that's a gadget. Wacky gadgets, they're great fun. Old gadgets, we love those a lot. This is a little cheaper. This company is not. Yeah, it's $9 to $10.
Those are good. That was found by Scooter X.
Yeah, make a little video for us. Anything to do with the gadget, and send it to mail@gizwiz.tv. 2 to 3 minutes long. When you upload it to YouTube, just click unlisted if you just want people that you know to have the URL. Send us the URL, and if we use it on the show, when you live in the U.S., you get an Alfred E. Newman picture, now 38 years old, and the current issue of Mad. If you live outside of the U.S., I'll autograph an Alfred E. Newman picture to you. I'll scan it and send you a high-res image for you to print out wherever you live in the world. Mail@gizwiz.tv. And it would be great because we're dying to get some videos from people who have never submitted before.
Woohoo! And of course, the chat room does it again. Here they are for $2 on AliExpress.
Oh my gosh.
Of course. Any gadget nowadays, you should just do a preliminary look just through AliExpress. It may take a month to get to you, maybe 2, but it's cheap. It's real cheap.
It's cheap.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Our letter of the week is from John Susco, Susco. Oh, it's for you. It says, Chad, I have a product I think you should review. I just bought one for my wife. Haven't had a chance to try it, but several friends who own them love them. It's called Hot Logic. Think of it as a miniature crock pot for your office. You place a frozen meal in it in the morning, plug it in, and when you get to work, you have a hot lunch waiting in a couple of hours.
The Hot Logic mini portable oven.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Okay, here we go.
You are, whenever you're ready. Just plug it in and it cooks while you get on with your day. You can use glass, plastic, aluminum, or paperboard containers to cook or reheat your fresh, refrigerated, or frozen meal. By mealtime, your food is hot, never overcooked, no matter when you decide to eat. To get yours, go to www.hotlogicmini.com.
Huh.
Yeah, now it's expensive though, isn't it?
It looks like $45.
Well, let's get the chat room on that. We need this chat room. We need this for under $10.
Yeah, I'm looking for $9.50. That'd be great.
We'll go as high as $14.95.
Exactly.
And let me just see. Oh, John says there's even an option for plugging it into your car.
Yeah.
Love the show, John Susco. John, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, and thank you. You know, can you throw a frozen dinner in there? I'm not quite sure.
I think the thing that would hold this back the most is unsuredness. How hot is it? How long would it take? I mean, this person's doing all sorts of thermal readings. Sorry, I'm not going to do that if I have it. I would want to make sure that I use very specific foods with it that, like, I know aren't going to go bad. I have so many questions. I mean, it literally says at the top up here, mini portable oven. Like, I could cook something, not just heat, but like cook something. That scares me.
It's more of a heater, right?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh,
That
Sean.
pan is the thing that goes in there.
Sean found him for $22.
Oh my gosh, you're almost. You have to work harder. Our top
so
is
close.
$15.
So close.
Someone has the actual thing for 26.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the Mini Logic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's called Hot Logic, and I think that they said Mini Logic to throw you off that it's not the company itself.
Yeah, I have so many questions. I mean, it's something that interesting.
Well, the thing is, if it runs off your battery, it's not gonna really get hot, right? Otherwise, it'd run your battery down.
I mean, this one person was doing the measurements. Where do they have it at? Looks like temperature after 3 hours, it's 132. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? I can't see. I would assume Fahrenheit. So it's under boiling. Heating plate, directly on the heating plate is 200. Countertop was 74. Countertop under it was 130. The heating plate was around 200. And the bottom of the glass Tupperware after 3 hours was 162 degrees. So
it sounds more like you having a hot lunch with something you've already cooked.
Right. It's just a different way. If you don't want to use a microwave, you can use this.
It's a warming oven as opposed to a cooking oven.
Right.
But if you're a trucker or something.
Yeah. Or if you have, I know people who hate microwaves, they will still steer so clear from a microwave. So yeah, it's really a warmer.
Well, they're all out buying June ovens, so they don't want this.
Exactly.
This is, like the June oven. This is like the January oven. Okay, June oven is 600. This one is 45.
It's the July oven. Yeah, exactly. I like it. Thanks, John. That's pretty cool.
John, thank you so much, and we're glad you enjoy the show. Speaking of enjoying the show, Chad, I'm just looking here. On the very first Giz Wiz show was February 20th, 2006.
Wow!
So next week's show will be our 13th year in total and entering our 5th year totally due to our Patreons.
That is incredible. That is incredible.
Is that amazing?
Holy moly. For 5 years, our patrons have kept this show from sinking, it's not really floating that well. So it's kind of in the water. It looks a little sketchy. But it's thanks to our patrons that we don't go under. Thank you so much, patrons, for all of your support. Thank you so much through the almost 4 years, going into 5 years of support from our patrons. Thank you so much. If anyone during the past 4 years has been a patron or donated through our PayPal, big thanks to you guys. I mean, really, our thanks to you can't be measured. This show is so awesome. We both love it so much and would never want to stop. And so you guys really make it happen. Thank you so much. If you enjoy this show, please consider giving back at patreon.com/GizWiz. There you can support the show. That's a reoccurring payment. Every time we publish a show, you pay us just a bit, not a tiny amount. We're not talking like $20. This could be less than your Netflix subscription. And we'd be so happy if you supported the show that way. If Patreon's not your deal, you don't want to give reoccurring, no big deal at all. Head on over to gizwiz.tv. That's our little website, and you can click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link on that page for you guys to support. Thank you to everybody who has supported the show. Thank you. Hey, if you're over on gizwiz.tv, you can catch the show live. We record live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. If there is a schedule change, it will be at the top of the website. Also, head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website. He writes up fantastic articles about every single gadget that we cover on the show. When you're there, play What the Heck Is It? It's the game show online. This is the gadget, the whole gadget, and nothing but the gadget. And after seeing Mo's gadget, it really does inspire me. I now know what this gadget is. It is a funnel for your big toe, so when you're clipping your toenails, you don't accidentally clip anything else. You don't want to clip your skin or your toes. This is a toenail funnel. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. The winners will be winning this. A Mad Magazine signed by Dickie D himself. This issue. It's got some good stuff. What did you write in this one?
Let's see. I did the My Pillow ad.
Ooh.
Have you ever seen that guy on?
Yes. He has a crazy mustache, and sometimes he talks to you through mirrors.
Yes, exactly.
Not
So
so.
I wrote the takeoff on that.
I like it. I need to find it. But hey, you can get your very own signed copy from Dickie D by getting a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, they've done. This is like after he went to while in world famous prison.
Well, you know, I think he was originally in jail for something.
Oh my gosh, he looks like they got the sweat sheen just right on that. My Pillow features sawdust, beach sand, and gravel. Just the nicest beach sand around, I'm sure. I guess you could use it as a bludgeon if you're in prison as well. That's great. Okay, so you have to get a guessing now. Get this edition of Mad Magazine signed by Dickie D. 6 Mads for correct answers, 12 Mads for funny, hilarious, and clever answer. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz.
You know, we should point out that people should come in a chat room because our chat room, we now have Chumley has figured out, we're talking about the oven that we just talking about, that you can plug in your car. In 18 weeks, you can get a 7-pound turkey up to room temperature. Things you never knew. Okay. Ooh. There's a turbo version that includes a candle.
I like it.
Yeah. Now, Bleak says 72 centigrade is hot enough to cook meat. Do you know how to convert 72 centigrade into Fahrenheit? 72C into F.
161. So that's
oh my gosh,
about where it was at.
It was at 162. So maybe you can cook if we believe Bleak.
If you put it directly on the heating element, just right on there. You know, you could also just buy a small portable stove top.
Yeah, but not in your car.
No.
I think the object here is you make your meal warm as you get to work.
Right.
Assuming your work doesn't have a microwave oven, which I think most would. And J5 said something that when I was a kid, I never saw anybody do it, but I always heard people say, oh, yeah, you know what I did? We had to bring something to Grandma's house, and we put it under the hood. So all the way to Grandma's house, the engine kept it warm.
You have to have a really flat engine block for something like that.
That's why I think it was just something that somebody made up.
That's like another cooking food in the dishwasher.
Yeah. Your Tesla engine, you can't cook anything on.
No, I can't. Oh, darn. Oh, what a big drawback of my car. Oh, that's pretty funny. I don't think we have anything else. Make sure you subscribe also on YouTube, iTunes, any podcatcher, or just make sure to catch every episode on gizwiz.tv. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
And I'll be here.